Good afternoon, friends. So today we have Ronak with us. He will give a presentation of handling criticism. He is a VYF member and currently is pursuing BTech in computer science from IT University.
I will be telling you about criticism. What exactly is criticism and how do we handle it? Well, after searching through net and what I understood the meaning was criticism is a practice of judging the merits and demerits of something. Like he said that if someone is discouraging you by telling you your demerits, you will be discouraged. Like if you have put in some effort in presenting something, you put your day and night in that, and then a person walks to you and he says ki this is not appreciable, anyone can do that, why did you took so much time in preparing for this, you will be discouraged. And the second one is criticism is an evaluative or corrective exercise that can occur in any area of human life. Third point which says criticism to criticize does not necessarily mean to imply to find fault, but the word is often taken to mean the simple expression of an object against prejudice, no matter positive or negative. So as the third point says, it does not generally imply to find fault. He may be telling you your wrong things, but but also he can suggest you some positive measures. But most of us, we don't look at that way. Many of us. There are many ways to distinguish criticism. This one, what I understood the best way to distinguish is the constructive criticism. First one. Constructive criticism is basically it means to find out faults about something, like telling him is there any scope of improvement. In this type of criticism, the person is not attacked directly. There is always a chance of improvement, and we are not rude to that person. We are not directly telling him his mistakes, but we are also suggesting him the measures by which he can improve. There is always a scope of improvement in this form. Yeah, this one is that we all hate, the destructive one. This one is you will find this criticism generally with your enemies, or those who are kind of jealous with you, or those who do not like that you succeed. You may find some type of people like that, but there are also honest people who do destructive criticism unknowingly. So what here is ki the person who is criticizing you will try to only tell you your mistakes. He will not suggest any positive measures like how you can improve, but he will only point your mistakes towards you in a rude way. Anyone here who would like to share his experience?
I'm a theatre artist and I've been doing this profession from last 2 years. So being a theatre artist is not a good thing in eyes of your parents and relatives after you have done BTech, and I have done BTech in computer science.
Okay.
जहाँ तक डिस्ट्रक्टिव क्रिटिसिज्म की बात है तो वो फायदेमंद ही होती है. जितना भी आपको अगर डिस्ट्रक्टिव क्रिटिसिज्म मिल रहा है तो इट मीन्स आप कुछ काम कर रहे हो, आप कुछ कर रहे हैं, तभी आपको क्रिटिसाइज किया जा रहा है. तो वो भी एक पॉजिटिव क्रिटिसिज्म ही हुआ एक तरह से. तो टैकल करने का तरीका जहाँ तक मेरा है, मतलब पहली बात कोई तरीका तो है नहीं इसका, मतलब कोई तरीका नहीं है. ये एक कह सकते हैं धारा है जो बह रही है हमारे जीवन में एक तरह से.
This positivity in
उसका
everything.
एक समुद्र से एक जैसे नदी निकली हुई है किसी.
Yes.
तो
Here are the tips. There is nothing such as tip to tackle criticism, as he said. But there are, you can say, few kind of things that you can apply. The first would be whenever you see a person telling you something, the first thing you should do is be a keen listener. First of all, listen to what he is saying, because if you haven't heard the statement full, if you haven't let that person complete the statement, because you cannot understand the full meaning of that sentence unless he has completed it. The first thing is that, and then speak on when there is a requirement. And then the second one, this one is respond calmly without showing any aggressiveness. Do not strain yourself. Just take a deep breath to keep your stress level down. What happens when you take a deep breath? Scientifically, if I try to explain, what I found out that when you get nervous, the blood in your body is pumped to the main important organs, the heart and the legs, and the blood flow is increased very rapidly. And as you take in more of air, so you are taking in more of an oxygen. And when you are taking more of oxygen into your body, then it combines with your blood and give oxyhemoglobin, that you say, to various important organs of the body which were not able to reach in case when you are tensed. So if your blood is reaching at all parts of your body including your mind, then you will automatically calm down. Yeah, this one is keep on and keeping on. Know what your strengths are. Yeah, this one is as I was talking, that look deep, self introspection, look deep into yourself. Believe me, it is the best method that you can ever have, because looking deep into yourself, and people take years to self introspect, and when they come up with a solution, it is the best that anyone can suggest to them. I think you must have heard this quote: condemn none. If you can stretch out a helping hand, do so. If you cannot, fold your hands, bless your brothers and let them go their own way. Swami Vivekananda said that. Okay.
आपने जो यहाँ पे आखिरी वाला था सेल्फ इंट्रोस्पेक्शन,
Introspection.
तो वहाँ पे आपने एक मिरर दिखाया था, राइट?
Mhm.
और एक इंसान अपने आप को मिरर में देखने की कोशिश कर रहा है, तो मैं यहाँ कहना चाहता हूँ कि सेल्फ इंट्रोस्पेक्शन के लिए मतलब हमें अपना मन का आईना जो है, मिरर जो है, वो साफ होना चाहिए, है ना?
Mhm.
तभी हम अच्छी तरह देख सकते हैं।
बिल्कुल.
हाँ, तो उसके लिए हमें मतलब आप कुछ सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं, जैसे क्या करना चाहिए, क्या समय देना चाहिए या और कुछ?
Yes, as far as this introspection, first of all, you have to clear your mind. The thoughts that keep wandering inside you, and every time you are doing something, you have some other thought. So first, the first thing about introspection is first you have to calm your mind. And I found it that you can meditate. It's kind of a reset button that you press, because everything inside your mind is put aside, and your mind is clean, and your mind is ready to take any new thought. So at that time you can, when your mind is fully clear, at that time then you can focus on a single problem, or you can try finding out solutions to your existing problems one by one. Because our brain is like, we think that we are multitaskers, and in this multitasking we are not able to get solution to even one problem very clearly. So the first thing is to clear your mind with any negative views.
With respect to destructive criticism, like a question was asked that it does more harm than good. How to deal with destructive criticism? क्योंकि हम अपने ऊपर भरोसा खो बैठते हैं.
Exactly.
Sometimes when somebody speaks something very negative about us repeatedly, whether it is right or wrong, we begin to believe it. Now one should remember that if that person is right, one should not get lost in the idea, yes, that I have this fault, I am so bad, I am so useless. Instead of getting into that state of mind, I would suggest that one should have faith in oneself, that if I know my fault, I am also capable of overcoming it.
If we try to analyze criticism now, so one approach which might help us is try to understand the situation of the person who is criticizing you.
Yes.
What is the source why he is criticizing you? Because in that case, you may end up giving a solution for his life. Because sometimes क्या होता है कि किसी का mental problem, sometimes mentally unstable होते हैं, sometimes he's having something with you, कुछ अच्छा नहीं चल रहा आपके साथ, he's trying to criticize you. So in that
There is
moment,
one more thing also in that case.
yes,
The thing is that we need to put ourselves in his shoes and
that's what
we
I'm
need
saying.
to,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
in our shoes.
Sometimes you find that we may also have to criticize somebody. It's a practical situation. Sometimes we have to do so. So in that thing, the best approach that we can follow is what they say in that the approach is sandwich approach. Sandwich approach, or sandwich approach?
Yes. Can I explain?
Yes.
I heard sandwich.
Okay. Sandwich approach is a 3 layer. bread and in between that bread. So you start with good points, you say something good about the presenter, then you say something bad, which is your actually focus. Then you again said something good, so that the presenter will not feel bad. वो बोलेगा यार इसने चलो अच्छा बोला, कुछ तो अच्छा बोला,
the way
गलत
present.
बोला ठीक है. So your focus is to highlight those negative things, but you are placing in between those good things, so
Yes.
that the presenter will not feel bad कि यार ये तो एकदम बुरा ही बुरा बोल रहा है.
I'm Samir, I'm from Ranchi.
Okay.
So, first of all, I like to say, Kabir Das said, निंदक नियरे राखिए आंगन कुटीर छवाए बिन पानी साबुन बिना निर्मल करे सुबह, which means like the person who criticize you, even in front of you or maybe individually give feedback to you, in all means we have to be open-minded. We have to welcome the suggestions, welcome what he's saying, instead of like resisting, right?